All right, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Second upload of the day. We have got more breaking news in respect to Victor Osimhen's potential transfer to Chelsea Football Club. The deal looked like it was dead and buried yesterday, with Napoli accepting the bid from Al Ahly for 65 million euros. But Chelsea are back in the game. They're back in the game and negotiations are ongoing. This is crazy. This transfer window is looking crazy by the minute, and it looks like this will go down to the wire. I'm going to show you a tweet from Fabrizio Romano, and I'm going to show you a tweet from Ben Jacobs that explains exactly what is going on. I'm going to ask you for a favor, and that is to smash the like button on this video. Second upload of the day, I'm working overtime for you guys, so please like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're a Chelsea fan and you want to be up to date in respect to Chelsea news, transfer news, and information, this is the channel to be subscribed to. So subscribe and turn that bell notification button on, and let's have a look at what Fabrizio Romano had to say in regards to Victor Osimhen. Okay, so this is the tweet. Chelsea and Al Ahly are still the only clubs in talks for Victor Osimhen. Two clubs in the race to sign Victor Osimhen, Chelsea and Al Ahly only. Paris Saint-Germain are not working on it. Paris Saint-Germain were looking at Victor Osimhen, I think, back in mid-July, but nothing has happened since then. As it stands today, Chelsea and Al Ahly are the only two teams in the race to sign Victor Osimhen. Chelsea are talking to Osimhen's camp as main option on 4-player list. So Chelsea have got 4 players on that list that they are looking in regards to the striker position. We know about Osimhen, we know about Ivan Toney, and there's another 2, but the main target is Victor Osimhen. Victor doesn't plan to reduce his salary. Al Ahly are ready if Chelsea deal doesn't happen. So Napoli accepted a bid from Al Ahly, but Victor Osimhen did not accept the contract that was offered to him by Al Ahly. And I made a video on this earlier. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up top. But Victor Osimhen now has only 2 options: Premier League or Saudi Pro League. We have another tweet also from Ben Jacobs. We're going to have a look and see what Ben Jacobs had to say. Ben Jacobs loves his long tweets, man. Anyway, Ben Jacobs, Napoli under the impression a permanent bid from Chelsea will arrive for Victor Osimhen following fresh meetings. So they've discussed, they've talked, and a bid will be tabled by Chelsea Football Club very, very shortly. Italian club believe their drop in asking price has persuaded Chelsea to pursue a non-temporary formula. So Chelsea were looking at a loan deal initially, but now that they've seen Napoli accepted a 65 million euro bid from Al Ahly, are now persuaded to put in a bid for a similar ballpark figure. Chelsea will only proceed on strict terms and are in a stronger position since Paris Saint-Germain, who Osimhen has agreed terms with, have not restarted talks to date. So Paris Saint-Germain were in the race, as I said, and Victor Osimhen was keen, was happy, and accepted, a contract or a deal. But Napoli and Paris Saint-Germain did not come to a consensus on the fee, and that was back in July. Could they come back in? Potentially, now that they've seen the price dropped, potentially. Ben Jacobs goes on to say, Osimhen can become one of the top earners at Chelsea, but has to accept the incentive-driven wage structure. So Chelsea could give him more than what the wage cap is, but incentive-driven, so bonuses, targets met. That is where Chelsea will be looking to pay Osimhen. Score the goals, get the money. Qualify for the Champions League, get the money. Things of that nature. Otherwise, Chelsea will move on to other targets. And as we've said, Ivan Toney is the one who is the second option, the backup option. Chelsea are currently in active talks, having discussed a loan earlier in the month. So Chelsea are now talking with Napoli for a permanent deal to sign Victor Osimhen. All right, that is what has been reported. Let's have a little discussion about it. So the way the news has been reported, Chelsea were put off by the asking price from Napoli. He's got a release clause of I think 120 million euros. No one came close to that. No one came anywhere close to that. That's why the discussion was on a loan with a potential buy option, obligation potentially at the end of the loan. That didn't go down too well with Napoli. Victor Osimhen didn't want to do that neither. He wants to go, he wants to move away from Napoli this transfer window. So only a permanent deal with a good salary was his preference. The fact that Al Ahly put a bid for 65 million euros and the fact that Napoli accepted it opened the door back for Chelsea. Now Chelsea know what the ballpark figure is. Now they know what Napoli is prepared to accept. The issue now is with Victor Osimhen and the contract. He is stubborn. I say stubborn. He's looking out for himself. He's looking out for himself. He's looking out for his future. I mean, he's doing this for a living. Yeah, he wants to get paid what he believes he deserves. And it does seem like Chelsea are potentially looking at this in a more positive manner. They'll give him a salary. They'll also give him an incentive. So it does look like this deal could be done. It looks like this deal could be done in the next couple of days as the transfer window closes on Friday night. And I think a deal of this size needs to be concluded or needs to be agreed upon before deadline day. Deadline day, it needs to be finished and finalized. But for discussions and negotiations to still be going on deadline day, I fear it may collapse. That being said, Napoli want to sell. Osimhen wants to leave. Chelsea want to buy. It's a numbers game. Who's going to budge? Who's going to make the concessions, concede to the other party? I feel strongly that Napoli will be parting ways with Victor Osimhen, and Chelsea will be the beneficiaries of that transfer. I feel strongly about this. I'm hoping this happens. I know Victor Osimhen does have some, what's the word here? Some issues, but I think his goal scoring talent and his desire to stay in Europe, and the only club that can afford him at this moment is Chelsea. Let's see what happens in the next 48 to 72. It's less than 72 hours. Let's see what happens. So, lads, this is the situation. This is where we stand. Please smash the like button on this video, and I will keep you posted. I'll keep you updated up until the end of this transfer window. So, I will see you in my next upload. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and peace.